I'm going to be going over a few steps that will take you from being a slump to being someone who is actually pretty productive and sees major progress in his business or in his life. So I won't waste any of your time, I'll just get straight into the steps with step number 1, which is do something productive first thing in the morning. A common trend I find with people who aren't very productive is they start their day in a state of laziness. They don't start their day going after it. They start their day by laying in bed and they're kind of tired, so they pick up their phone and then they start scrolling through Instagram and they see a bunch of girls with little to no clothes on and they bust like 4 nuts before they wake up. I say this from experience because I used to wake up every single day and do the same thing. I wouldn't get much sleep, so I'd kind of wake up and I'd be like, oh man, I'm so tired, I don't want to get up. You pick up your phone, you're like, oh, there's notifications, and then without even knowing it, you just start scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I'd fall back asleep like 5 times. And then I would try and implement other productivity steps in my day, but it just wouldn't work because I started my day off on the wrong note. Like, bro, it's gonna sound pretty mean, but I don't even answer people's texts till 1 to 3 p.m. You need to realize how valuable your time and your attention is. And when you just give it out freely to anyone, number 1, people won't respect you and people won't look at you the same way. And number 2, you won't be productive. Let's do a little visualization exercise. Let's imagine a monk meditating in a cave far, far in the mountains where no one can reach him. And before you go to the comments, like, Adam, monks meditate in temples, not caves. What? Like, shut the fuck up, bro. That's not what I'm trying to say. But just imagine. Let's do this little visualization exercise. Well, let's just imagine this. There's a monk in a deep, dark cave far, far in the mountains. He's meditating and he's deep in meditation. He's experiencing a new level of consciousness. He's never felt this fully present. He feels the best he's ever felt. And now let's imagine he has his phone with him and it's going off with people asking him stupid questions like, how are you? Do you want to go out for lunch later and stuff? Like, I don't know, whatever people are asking you and stuff. It seems harmless, but even if you were to just be meditating and then he stops and he'd be, no, I can't go later for lunch or something. Imagine the level of focus and productivity decrease he would get from that just by spending a few seconds to answer a text. It seems harmless, it just takes a few seconds. You're doing some work, someone texts you, boom, 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 and you're all done. Yeah, just send them the text and then get back to work. But it is way more than that. If right now you're not seeing serious progress and you find you're not very productive, you're not getting much work done with your business, or maybe you want to start a business but you can't seem to just get the ideas and you're wondering why you can't just be one of these people who has all the ideas in their brain, look at how close of proximity you have your phone to you in your day. I can almost guarantee if your phone is in a few feet of distance from you, that you're not productive. Almost guaranteed. Or at least if you have your phone, you have it powered off on focus mode with 0 notifications. It's literally scientifically proven that people who were high or drunk could get more work done than people who broke their focus to answer a text. And I'm not saying be drunk or high when you're doing your work, I'm saying do none of it. This is just to show you as an example that this is how bad answering a quick text is. It's a few seconds and it seems innocent, it seems like it wouldn't do that much, but it does. So your phone should not even be in the same room as you, or it should be powered off on silent mode if it is in the same room as you, and it should only be used for productivity things, not even to answer texts. Like, if say you have a business with a business partner or something, it shouldn't even be used to answer texts like that. And if you think you're gonna miss out on stuff and you think someone's gonna call you in an emergency, bro, be real with yourself. If someone's dying, they're not gonna call you. They're gonna call 911, they're gonna call someone closer to them. It's honestly the harsh truth. People aren't really gonna call you if they're in a major emergency. The only reason people call you is because they know you're that guy that's like, oh hey, how are you doing? Oh my god, yeah. Like, they know you're quick, easy validation for them and that they can call you at any time. So the second/third step, because I kind of went on a bit of a rant on the last one, is fasting. Now I used to see all the entrepreneurs and business people online talking about, if you want to be productive, wait 3 hours after you wake up to eat, wait 4 hours after you wake up to eat. And I never understood why. I was like, why? I'm hungry in the morning, why don't I just eat? That will fuel me up, that will get me fueled up so that I can go do my work. But when you fast, you almost have this primal hunger inside of you. Your body almost goes, okay, wait, why am I not getting food? Oh, and there's work to do. Okay, it must mean that if I do the work, if I go on the hunt, if I put in the work and I kill the buffalo or something, that I will be able to have food. You still have that primal hunger inside of you. Beyond that hunger of just, oh, I need to eat. There's that inner hunger that says, I need to work. I need to go hunt. I need to do the work that is required of me to get the food. It genuinely works. And I've seen my productivity from when I didn't used to fast to now And it is almost it's unreal the difference it's made. Because before I would wake up, you go down and you cook and it takes like 30 minutes to cook, and then you kind of goof around and what do I eat this morning? And then you cook, and then you gotta like clean up your dishes, and then you gotta eat after. And I know you're a dumbass, you probably watch YouTube, you probably watch some TV when you're eating breakfast. An hour and a half has already gone by and you've already broken your focus by watching YouTube. What's gonna happen to your productivity from that? So it's maybe, Adam, it doesn't work. I don't care. It does because of this reason. When you wake up, you should be jumping out of bed and going straight to hitting your work. You're like, all right, I need to do some work. I need to read. Let me go do it first thing in the morning. Who cares about eating? I need to do the work, and then the work equals food. If you can somehow unleash that primal instinct in your brain and almost convince yourself that no, you need to do this work to get the food. It doesn't matter what no, this work isn't just, but if I don't do it, there's still food downstairs, there's still food in my kitchen. It's no, this is the hunt. This is what I need to do. If you almost trick your brain to think that, the primal instinct gets ignited in you. It's like, okay, wait, this is what I need to do. Let me get 100% focused. Let me put every last little ounce of energy I've just gained from sleeping into focusing on this work. This is your trajectory for the entire day. So you want to start it on a trajectory of being productive as hell. You don't want to start it on a trajectory of being like, let me cook up some food. The next step is get up before 8 a.m. I'm not going to be like those other YouTubers who are like, get up at 5 a.m., get up at 5 a.m. If you're not getting up at 5, exactly at 5, you won't be productive all day because 5 a.m. has a magical productivity boost to it. Yeah, getting up at 5 a.m. is nice and you feel pretty productive and you get up and you're like, I'm one of the first people in my city or in my town that's up, so that's all cool and stuff. But if you got a late martial arts class or you work kind of late, you probably didn't sleep too well, you're pretty tired, you don't feel too good when you wake up at 5 a.m. Depending on who you are, it might work for you, but for me personally, I found when I would get up right at 5 a.m., I felt really productive, but since I would have late martial arts and I would have to eat so early to just go to bed at an actual good time where I can get 9 hours of sleep before 5 a.m., it just never worked out for me, and I would end up always having to eat right before bed and I would wake up feeling all sluggish. So it's honestly just kind of hard to get the proper amount of sleep and get up at 5. But you absolutely, 100%, if you want to have any level of success and you want to be productive, you must get up before 8 a.m. Some people literally sleep in till like 1 p.m., bro. But as long as I'm getting 8 hours of sleep, Adam, right? That's what the doctor says. Shut up, bro. No, the 8 hours of sleep isn't what matters. What matters is that your body knows that you should be going to bed when it's dark and waking up when the sun comes up. So you need to be in that relative range of when the sun goes down and when the sun comes up. If you're not in that relative range, your body will get thrown off. And Adam, I'm a night owl. Yeah, I'm a night owl. I'm super productive at night. That's why I stay up till 3 a.m. playing video games. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like all of these people who say, I'm a night owl, yeah, I do better at night, are just people who stay up playing video games. What do you mean you do better at night? You're playing video games. Yeah, you feel better at night, you feel more awake at night because your sleep is so f***ed up that you think that's what feels good. You don't even know what it actually feels like to get proper sleep because you've been doing this terrible routine for so long of staying up late. But there is no such thing as a night owl. Who is born? You were born as a human, and any single human has the circadian rhythm response of sun go up, sun go down, I go to bed when sun go down, I get up when sun go up. That's the simple programming. But modern society and people needing to work overnight shifts in certain jobs, we've convinced everyone, no, there's two types of people. There's morning people and then there's night owls. And yeah, but different people, if you're a night owl, an overnight job's better for you. So here, come to our business. Yeah, we need overnight people to work, and we'll give you a few extra dollars per hour. So yeah, come here, mess up your circadian rhythm response because we need people working around the clock. It makes so much sense. Why wouldn't they do that? If you need workers, in hospitals and stuff. The other day, I injured my shoulder and it was pretty late and I was quite scared because my hand was turning all purple and stuff. So I had to go to the hospital at 11 p.m. or something. There's people that need to work 24/7 to save people. And that's not a bad thing. But what do you do to convince those people that, oh yeah, this job's good and you're not messing up anything? Well, you tell them that, oh yeah, it's fine. 8 hours of sleep is all that matters. And then if you're a night owl, you'll just work better at night. So it's a scam. You need to get up before 8 a.m. Preferably if you can get up a little bit before the sun gets up. It almost ignites. There's just something inside of you that's like, I was up before the sun's up. I feel more productive than the sun. I don't know, it sounds hella cringy, but you're like, I was up before the sun's up. Yeah, let me start getting after it. It's a weird feeling, and anyone who wakes up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. is That's starting to push it, you know, but if you have to, 7 a.m. still is better than 8, 9, 10 a.m. even. But anyone who gets up early knows you get this feeling when you get up before the sun. It's like, I beat the sun up. And that just feels pretty cool. So if you can't get a full 9 hours of sleep, you can just take a little nap in the middle of the day and that will do good as well. But you need to get up before 8 a.m. The last step I'm gonna leave you with before I end this video is do one thing at a time. Yeah, it might feel productive to be doing a bunch of stuff all at once, but that actually decreases our productivity in the long haul. If we want optimum productivity levels, we need to be focused on one specific task at a time. As I mentioned before, when you break your focus, even for just a little bit, it breaks your focus for up to 15 minutes. So when you're doing multiple stuff all at once, you're not actually able to put any of your focus into one specific thing. Your focus is spread so thin that you actually don't make any progress in anything, opposed to making a lot of progress in one thing, then making a lot of progress in the second thing. You actually make it farther doing that than you would by making a little bit of progress here, then a little bit of progress here, and a little bit of progress here. If you do it all at once, all at once, you'll get so much more work done. Let's visualize this monk again. He's in this cave, he's meditating. He's been meditating for hours, for days. He's reaching a new level of consciousness. He never knew he could ever feel like this. And then he decides to get up and go for a little run. And then he's gonna come back and do the meditation after. I'm gonna get up, go for a run, maybe clean my clothes, maybe do a few other tasks, maybe make a coffee or something, and then I'll get back to the meditation. Yeah, he'll be able to get back to the meditation. I'm sure he'll sit down and he'll try and get back into it. But since his focus, he had been focused on this for hours, for days, but then he broke his focus. It doesn't carry on. He had this focus, he was making progress. He cut off the focus. It doesn't carry over to when he starts the meditation again. Yeah, now that he knows he can feel like that, he might get there quicker because he knows what he did that got him to that level of consciousness. But it will take him a lot longer. He won't just be able to sit down and go straight back to where he was. And it's the same with your work. Yeah, when you're in that deep workflow state, you're getting stuff done, you're scripting a YouTube video, you're working on that business, you're in that flow, you're feeling great, you're like, I'm getting it all done. And then you're like, you know what, I'm gonna stop, go cook. I'm just gonna cook really quick, and then I'll get back to it. It's not that you won't be able to get back to it, but your workflow, your productivity will go down tremendously from it. So when you wanna do something, you wanna script a YouTube video, you wanna study, you wanna work on a business, you wanna work out, do one thing at a time. And I promise you'll make more progress doing that than spreading yourself out so thin that you make progress in nothing. If this video helped you out and you actually got some ideas from this and you're like, oh yeah, I can start being more productive and yeah, I'm gonna try some of these things, I'm gonna get up before 8 a.m, I'm gonna focus on one thing at a time, and you wanna see other content similar to this video, then go down and click on the subscribe and post notification button, and also click on the link that says join Discord server if you wanna get in contact with me and other like-minded young men on this journey. Be a doer, not a thinker. See ya.